More related to the primary question. It's all right. Question number 6, the Honourable Maryan Street.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
My question is to the Minister of Health and asks, what progress has been made in the delivery of the Prime Minister's Youth Mental Health Project announced in April of this year, with an extra $11.3 million provided to support it?
Speaker.
The Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Health, I need to advise the member actually that her figure is wrong. She's looked at only one part of one agency's investment in what is a multi-agency project. And the actual total investment package in the Prime Minister's Youth Mental Health Initiative is $62 million over 4 years. Health is funding $33 million of that, including the $11.3 million the member mentioned, another $10 million for the expansion of nurses in schools, $2.7 million for an online e-therapy tool. Social development is funding $12.2 million and education $16 million. Against that backdrop, excellent progress is being made. Examples of that progress include the 12 youth one-stop shops receiving interim funding of $50,000 each, and up to 30 Decile 3 schools having nursing-led services established during next year. Mr. Speaker, this is a comprehensive program. There are a range of initiatives being developed as part of it, and good progress is being made with all of them.
The Honourable Maryan Street.
Mr. Speaker, to the Minister, why did New Plymouth's Youth One-Stop Shop, WAVES, one of 12 such youth facilities nationwide, which was meant to benefit from the $11.3 million referred to in the primary question, close last week? And is he anticipating the closure of any more youth one-stop shops?
Mr. Speaker, let me take the second part of the question first. Absolutely no. The reasons relating to the cessation of activity by WAVES are particular to the relationship between that organisation and the Taranaki District Health Board. It would be inappropriate for me to start to talk in more detail about that at this stage. But what I can say to the House is that it is not a funding-related issue, and that there are discussions underway between the DHB, other providers and WAVES to resolve the situation.
The Honourable Maryan Street.
To the Minister, is he aware that 50,000 young people are registered with the 12 youth one-stop shops across New Zealand and provided approximately 150,000 interventions over the last year? And if he is, how does the closure of Youth Service 198 in Christchurch a while ago and now WAVES in New Plymouth square with the Prime Minister's commitment to better, faster and more youth-friendly primary health care?
The Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not sure where the member gets some information about Christchurch from. I've actually been to the opening of the Youth 298 service just a few weeks ago, and in fact that service is flourishing. With respect to the Taranaki situation, let me make the point again that that has nothing to do with funding. There are particular issues involved there which would be inappropriate for me to canvass further at this stage, but they are being worked through, and the services that that agency provides are expected to be picked up. Can I make one other point, Mr. Speaker? We have given an instruction to district health boards that as they approach their next funding round, they need to take into consideration the best ways of continuing to fund youth one-stop shops on an ongoing basis.
Dr. Megan Woods.
Given the fact that the New Plymouth service provided assistance for over 3,000 young people with mental or sexual health problems, unplanned pregnancies or drug and alcohol abuse issues, was any of the $11.3 million announced by the Prime Minister in April provided to enable nationally consistent funding for these youth one-stop shops, as recommended by his ministry in a report in 2009?
Mr. Speaker, I said in the primary answer that there were funds of around $50,000 for each of 12 youth one-stop set aside in that original announcement. So the answer to the member's question is absolutely yes. But I make the point again, and I'm sorry that it seems to be taking a long time to sink in over the other side of the House. The issues relating to WAVES have nothing to do with funding. They relate to the particular circumstances of that organisation. It would be inappropriate to discuss those further at this stage, while other discussions regarding the future of a youth one-stop shop type facility in New Plymouth are underway.
Dr. Megan Woods.
Supplementary. Given that, can he confirm that similar youth service centres in Kapiti, Christchurch and Invercargill are under threat of closure because of funding issues? And if so, what does he intend to have to replace their essential and effective service in a youth-friendly way?
Mr. Speaker, I'm afraid the member wasn't listening to my earlier answer either when I made the point that we have directed district health boards as part of their ongoing funding arrangement, in addition to the funds that are already available, to make funding provision for the continuation of youth one-stop shop services.
Question number 7, Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister for the Environment.